Okay, let's let the meeting come to order, and we'll suspend the invocation tonight. But I wouldn't want to get Rodney to pledge allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, before we get started, we need to call our.
They have to call their.
That's what it's, yeah.
Motion.
Well, I think I'm going to say, well, Blue Ridge.
I would like to make a motion that we call our meeting to order. I'll second.
I make a motion, you say.
Oh. Sorry.
It's a little
All in favor?
Everybody.
Everybody. We're good.
Okay. All right, like item number 2 is it's local option sales tax. As everybody knows, the Supreme Court of Georgia threw a monkey wrench in what we had before. And so, here tonight, we need to come away, the city of Blue Ridge and Fannin County as winners. If we don't come up with something by Thursday, 5 o'clock,
Thursday at 4:30, they changed.
4:30, Lord mercy, okay. We're going to lose everything. So this is something we need to take consideration when we're discussing this and see what we can come up with. So, Mayor, would you like to start off?
Well, over the weekend, we've had discussions, and I talked with you and Larry, Joe, and I've not been able to get a hold of Earl yet, but we were kind of in agreement with 14%. Just didn't know how you felt about that at this point, Earl?
And we're 12.5 now, as of now.
It's 12.5 now. In the negotiation part that we did before, prior to that, of course, we did have all the information, that we shared with y'all too, and we were actually asking for a lot more than 14%. And I actually have some numbers if you'd like to see on how it affects you and how it will actually affect you with Walmart and any other new businesses coming on. You're looking at a substantial amount of increase to your sales tax revenue also.
Right.
Would you like to see this?
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Good.
This is taking an average of the last 10 years, and we're having the ups and downs in the economy. It was about an actual 6% increase at 11.1 if you look at 2014. We were at 468 is roughly our prediction. At the 12.5, that was going to move us to 527,000, almost 528,000. If you look at that plus Walmart, you're looking at over $600,000. The 14% is 591, so it's a difference in the 12.5 to 14 of about $64,000, $63,000. Is how it affects you, but you're looking at a lot more revenue.
Right.
If you take these two numbers, this is us at 11.1, we're getting almost $200,000 in sales tax revenue just from Walmart, which is scheduled to be, their punch out list is scheduled to be done April 1st. They should be opening their doors by May, June, by the time they staff and stock.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we need to come to an agreement, and if the city's fine with that, I feel like we need to come to an agreement and have it worked out, so we all continue to even get it in the end. I mean, it'll be a lot better in negotiations back and forth. I think 14% is fair. So yes, I would be in agreement with that.
Yeah, I think it's more than fair. I think it's a good compromise for both sides.
Okay, I make a motion that we accept 14%.
I second that motion.
All in favor, say aye.
I make a motion that we accept 14% as well.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Okay.
I think we're in agreement.
That's great. So, Ms. Dawes, you will.
I would like to say, if I may, I certainly appreciate the fact that you guys have worked well with us. I know that Donna has worked with you guys this weekend, and we really appreciate it.
Well, you know, this is a win-win for Fannin County and Blue Ridge. know, there's no use us fighting and this sort of thing. It's a win-win for everybody, and we're out for the citizens of Fannin County and Blue Ridge. So anyway, I think this is a good day to do this.
And what we'll do now is, we have to, and I've been in constant contact all day with Mr. Seifert, and he's just been great through this. But what we've agreed is that City of McCaysville, because it didn't change, it doesn't really affect them per se, but Mayor Seabolt's gonna come and sign in the morning. If he didn't sign, we're still okay because y'all are more than 50%. State Department of Revenue has given us an email address and a fax number. I will fax it tomorrow, and then I will email the certificate and the receipt of the fax to, I've already talked to Mr. Seifert, and he's given me permission to email it to all of y'all and all of you in the City of McCaysville at the same time, as the same time we send it to the Department of Revenue. So we'll all know that it went, and we will all know that they got it, and we will all know that they got our receipt, where we also sent it by fax, and then the original we are going to overnight down to. And as long as nothing else changes between now and the Department of Revenue at 4:30 Thursday, this will be good. And they're still having discussions because our county and our cities, we got our act together and we got it done. I know that some of them, there was a county yesterday morning that gave their cities an ultimatum, and as of 4:30 today, they didn't have an agreement, and theirs is set to expire on Thursday. And there's some more that are just not sure where they're going. So,
Some of those counties have more than 2 cities, they have
Oh, yeah.
numerous, don't they?
yeah,
It's hard to work it out with somebody like that.
Lynn, do you know, will this 14% take effect as of the date of the signing? You think they'll?
I think it should take effect as of the date of signing. Logically would say that. And they should be able to say, this is the amount of sales tax that came in as of the 15th, and therefore we're going to, but when they actually are going to turn that all over to the computer that divides it up, I don't know if it's going to be 4:30 Thursday, and I don't know that they know. But I would say,
That way the last time,
Yeah.
12.5.
I mean-
About 2 months, I think, wasn't it, Bill, before it
Yeah.
ever actually took effect? So this will typically not take effect till next year.
For doing this, so there shouldn't be no interruption whatsoever.
there should, and that's what the crucial thing was. Historically, when LOST was put into place and the 2000 LOST, or the 2002 LOST, there was a Supreme Court decision that invalidated how that was divided. But the decision came down in January, and the state legislature was in session. The state legislature fixed it in 2 days. Well, this one came down Monday of last week. State legislature's not in session for a whole nother quarter. And if we didn't, when I say we, if the State Department of Revenue didn't come up with a solution, we would have had cities and counties going a whole quarter without collecting any sales tax. And it's not like it would have been collected and sitting somewhere in a pot, and when we figured out who got what, we'd get our fair share. It just wouldn't have been collected, and there's no way to go back and collect it after the fact. So,
Okay. Like I said, it's a good day. We're going to run a little bit of business here, and if you guys want to stay, that's fine. If you want to go, that's fine too. I go to your place, and you told me that I'd be going through that door.
I need to let us adjourn the meeting.